Breaking news. The NFL has been rocked by a shocking move, and at the heart of it all, the Los Angeles Chargers. This isn't just another transaction. This is a game-changing decision that could reshape the future of the franchise before the season even begins. What really happened behind closed doors? Stay with me, because the details will surprise you. But before we dive into the latest news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the biggest stories breaking across the NFL. Now, let's move on to the new news. Tension is at an all-time high in Los Angeles. With the 53-man roster deadline just hours away, head coach Jim Harbaugh and general manager Joe Hortiz are making ruthless decisions that could alter the team's direction in 2025. For fans, it feels like every move is a high-stakes gamble. Shocking cuts, surprise additions, and strategic market plays are defining the Chargers' future right now. The preseason already gave us one of the most intense position battles in recent memory, the clash among the backup running backs. It was pure drama, almost like a movie scene. Hassan Haskins, a trusted name from Harbaugh's Michigan days, was holding his ground as the third option, but behind him, rising stars Raheem Rocket Sanders, Kamani Vidal, and Naeem Miller-Hines were locked in a fierce fight for survival behind Najee Harris and Amari Hampton. Then came the bombshell, a decision nobody saw coming. Fan favorite Raheem Sanders, the explosive rookie so many believed would secure his spot, was cut. That's right. The Chargers made a stunning move, and it's already sparking debates across the NFL world. The shockwaves didn't stop with Raheem Sanders' release. The running back, who had been hailed as one of the brightest sparks of the preseason, gone in an instant. CBS Sports insider Matt Zenitz confirmed the news, and fans could hardly believe it. After all, Sanders had delivered on every front. Over 100 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns in just 3 games, flashes as a receiver out of the backfield, and even value on special teams as a return man. So the question is clear. Why let go of such a versatile weapon? Was this a calculated risk by Jim Harbaugh and Joe Hortiz, or a move that could come back to haunt them? In Sanders' place, the coaching staff threw their faith behind Kamani Vidal, the 6th-round pick from 2024. Vidal claimed the 4th spot in the running back room, leaving Naeem Miller-Hines also cut from the roster. To many observers, it was proof that Vidal had outperformed expectations and won the trust of the staff. But here's the catch. Najee Harris's health still lingers as a concern. If the ground game struggles in the months ahead, the decision to release Sanders will surely be revisited, an unanswered question that could hang over the team all season. And as if the drama in the backfield wasn't enough, the real gut punch came on the offensive line. Early this month, fans were crushed by the confirmation that left tackle Rashawn Slater had torn his patellar tendon. The man trusted to anchor Herbert's blindside is now gone, and that single injury threatens to unravel everything the Chargers built for 2025. Rashawn Slater's injury wasn't just a setback, it was a season-ending blow. A torn patellar tendon means the Chargers will be without their cornerstone before the first snap of 2025. For a team that relies on both keeping Justin Herbert upright and building a steady ground attack, the loss feels like a sporting tragedy. Slater isn't just another lineman. He's the foundation, the anchor, the player around whom the entire offensive front is built. And now, that foundation has crumbled. Stepping into the void is rookie Joe Alt, immediately thrust into the demanding role of protecting Herbert's blind side, while Trey Pipkins' 3 holds steady on the right side. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The Chargers' depth on the offensive line has always been a concern. Now that weakness is magnified for the whole league to see. Yes, Andre James provides some help on the interior, but the lack of a trustworthy swing tackle is a glaring hole. The coaches know it only takes one more setback, a single injury, a dip in form, for everything to collapse like a house of cards. Faced with this reality, the front office had no choice but to act fast. The first surprise came with the release of rookie Branson Taylor, a 6th-round pick who didn't even get the chance to suit up for a regular season game. And then came the breaking headline. According to NFL insider Mike Garafolo, the Chargers struck a deal with the Houston Texans, sending a conditional 2027 7th-rounder in exchange for tackle Austin Deculus. Now, let's be clear. Deculus isn't arriving as a savior. He doesn't have the resume of a star or the reputation of a guaranteed starter. But in times of crisis, even a steady hand can make the difference between survival and collapse. Austin Deculus doesn't arrive in Los Angeles with star credentials. In fact, across 3 NFL seasons, he's logged only 68 offensive snaps. But his background tells a different story. At LSU, Deculus was a cornerstone on the offensive line, gaining the kind of experience that can't be taught. His versatility, having played both tackle spots in past seasons, offers Jim Harbaugh at least a measure of flexibility as he pieces together a line meant to protect Justin Herbert at all costs. The Chargers had little choice. Either bring in someone like Deculus, or risk heading into 2025 without a dependable fallback if Joe Alt or Trey Pipkins faltered. Even so, there's no denying the disappointment. In just a matter of weeks, 2 recent draft selections have been cut loose before ever suiting up in a regular season game. For a franchise that has spoken loudly about rebuilding with youth, this raises uncomfortable questions. Is the front office missing the mark in scouting? Is player development failing to match the ambition? And the concerns don't end in the trenches. Eyes are now turning to the wide receiver room, an unbalanced mix of seasoned veterans and unproven rookies that has many questioning its reliability, depth, consistency, chemistry. All of it is under the microscope. But just as uncertainty began to cloud the fan base, whispers emerged that could flip the script. A familiar name, someone once beloved in Los Angeles, has re-entered the conversation. Could an unexpected reunion, or a surprise market move, completely alter the course of the Chargers' offensive line troubles? That's the storm brewing behind the scenes. And it could be the twist that no one saw coming. The NFL world was jolted once again when the Pittsburgh Steelers announced the release of wide receiver Robert Woods. At 32, Woods may no longer be in his prime, but his name still carries weight, especially in Los Angeles. The moment the news broke, Chargers fans immediately began to wonder, could this be the perfect time for Woods to return to LA? Only this time in blue and gold? Woods' career has always been defined by resilience. Drafted back in 2013 by the Buffalo Bills, he never quite blossomed into a star in his early years. But everything changed when he came home to Los Angeles to join the Rams in 2017. That's when Woods hit his stride. 2 straight seasons eclipsing 1,000 receiving yards, showcasing not just his speed and reliability, but also his selflessness. He wasn't just catching passes. He was blocking downfield, running precise routes, and showing up in critical moments. For years, he was the quiet engine that made the Rams' offense run, forming strong chemistry with Jared Goff and later Matthew Stafford. His leadership and consistency were central to the Rams' Super Bowl push. But fate dealt him a cruel hand in 2021. A torn ACL ended his season abruptly, right before that championship run, and since then, Woods has never quite returned to the same dominant form. Still, for Chargers fans, the idea is tempting. A proven veteran, deeply connected to Los Angeles, potentially stepping in to bring stability to a receiving group filled with uncertainty. The question is simple, but massive. Could Robert Woods be the unexpected piece that reignites the Chargers' offense? Robert Woods' recent stops in Tennessee and Houston showed only glimpses of what he once was. The flashes were there, sharp cuts, a clutch catch here and there, but never the same brilliance that Rams fans remembered so vividly. Now, after being released by the Steelers before the season even kicks off, Woods finds himself standing at a crossroads. And the question becomes unavoidable. Should the Chargers be the ones to give him another shot? Right now, Los Angeles leans heavily on Keenan Allen. At 32, Allen is still dependable, still the chain mover. But asking him to carry the passing attack alone is a dangerous gamble. Rookie sensation Ladd McConkey has turned heads with his instant chemistry with Justin Herbert. But putting that much weight on a first-year receiver is risky. Beyond those two, the options grow thinner. Trey Harris and Kendra Lambert-Smith are promising, yes, but they're raw, still finding their footing at the professional level. Meanwhile, Omari Hampton, as gifted as he is out of the backfield, can't be expected to shoulder the offensive identity by himself. The truth is undeniable. The Chargers' offense is talented, but fragile. It lacks the steadying presence of a veteran who can deliver in pressure moments. someone who knows how to thrive when the lights are brightest. And that's where Woods enters the conversation. Signing him wouldn't be about chasing the ghost of 2018 or 2019. It would be about something bigger: his experience, his discipline, his ability to mentor young players who are still learning what it takes to survive in the NFL. Even if Woods isn't the star he once was, his leadership could become the glue that keeps this receiver room from falling apart. For Jim Harbaugh, this isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about defining the culture of a locker room that's searching for its identity. And for fans, the possibility of seeing a familiar Los Angeles face in Chargers colors stirs both nostalgia and curiosity. Could Robert Woods be the missing piece? Not as the hero of the past, but as the mentor and stabilizer the team desperately needs right now?